Welcome back to Autism Live. We are here live in the studio with Ifunanya.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, twice in a row, I got it. Nweke, and as I said before, she is the brilliant mastermind behind a wonderful organization called Jazz Hands.
Yes.
And so tell the folks at home what Jazz Hands is and how it got started.
Okay, so Jazz Hands, what we refer to ourselves as, is a talent advocacy group. And essentially what that means is that we advocate for the talents of those we serve, and those we serve are musicians with autism. Our job is to help them find jobs and to help them take their passion and their love for music and help make it into a career where they're making money and becoming contributing members of society through that. Because you know how they say if you work a day in your life, you never have to work. It's kind of like that. So if they're doing what they love to do, it doesn't feel like work, you know. So our goal is to really help them take what they already love and use that to kind of forge a path for themselves. And we got started. Ruben was the inspiration. A lot of people know Ruben. If you know Ruben, you love Ruben because he's just so cool. And so we got started because I came across Ruben and I just saw how music was his wheelhouse, how music was his thing, how when he was in his musical essence, he was not only just a musician, but he was a leader. He was confident. He was all these things that many parents of kids with autism want their kid to be. He was that when he was in his element, which is music. And so I figured that there were many more people with autism who that was their element. And I mean, I have a background in music, so I'm already kind of biased towards music anyway.
Right.
And so and not only that, music is also it's the universal language. Yeah. It's the one thing that kind of levels the playing field. And research shows that music, people with autism have emphatic responses to music, not only with expression but also communication. So if music has all these benefits and they already have an interest in music, why can't that be the avenue through which they become contributing members of society? And so that's kind of what that was my idea, and our board came together, and then now we're doing what we're doing. We actually recently launched a program called the Jazz Hands Musicians Academy. So, and that was launched last September. And what that program is for, it's a vocational program and a job placement. So not only do we teach you like on-stage skills, we teach you all the peripheral skills like life skills, job skills, social skills, and you're able to take that and go into a job placement where you're performing and working as a musician and making money. So not only do we provide the training in that academy, but we also provide a place where you can actually put that training into work and make money and be fulfilled and be a fulfilled individual. So yeah.
And you just have no passion whatsoever. I mean, and we've had many people that are on the show that have kids that are part of Jazz Hands, and everybody talks about how you bring your spirit to this, and clearly, I don't know if you take a breath that isn't filled with passion, right? Which is like one of the ultimate compliments I can give an individual. You have a light about you and you bring that to this, and the families all love you. Which is a great thing. You're doing a great service. And I remember, I think it's got to have been at least 2.5, 3 years since we had you on the show, and you were in your early days of getting things done, and you had big ideas, and I was like, this young woman with these big ideas, I hope she does well. And I know I'm crying, you're crying, but you've brought it to fruition and are making a difference. Now, people might be watching though and think, well, I don't know if my kid is talented enough to have a job as a musician. Is there a place for them at Jazz Hands? Is it just people who are stellar and savants at music, or is it for more than that?
So we do have a place for them at Jazz Hands.
I do have tissues because we all cry on this show. And I need to mop down too. But it's emotional. I mean, when you make a way, look, let's be honest about this. As an autism mom, I was like thrust into this arena. I didn't really have a choice. But once I was in this arena, I was like, not only am I going to make a difference with my kid, but hopefully I'm going to make a difference with other people. But whenever I see somebody who is young and talented, who chooses this of their own volition, I'm in awe. And you not only chose this, but you chose it in such a big way. Let's be honest. Now, see, we're all crying. But it's a great thing, and you're making a big difference. You really, really are. All right. I'm going to suck it up and get it together. All right. But, okay, so back to my question. for people who maybe they're not sure if their kid is as talented as some of the people that they see, because sometimes we see somebody and there is the word savant and people go, oh, well, that person has particular talents. I'm not sure if my kid, what would jazz hands be something for them as well?
Yeah, so we do have a place for them at Jazz Hands. At our concert is not just for people who are just like, veteran musicians. It's for a place where if you want to explore that talent, we give you a stage and a supportive audience where you can do that. And from there, your confidence begins to build. And if you want to pursue music, we do have partners that do provide music lessons. So anybody, I believe that anybody can learn anything, really. I mean, that people may not agree with that, but I truly believe that everyone is teachable. Everyone can learn everything.
We're showing some pictures right now of concerts that you guys have done before in the past. Very well attended, very moving.
It's always so fun. It's, oh my God, I love, the concerts are just so cool, But so there is a place for them, Our stage is open for anybody who's passionate about music and wants to explore that. So we provide a stage for that. Prior to that, we do have some rehearsals to make sure that they're having the best performance that they can have. We don't just thrust them in and be like, hey, do whatever you want. We help them kind of, at least kind of craft their performance as best as we can in our rehearsals. And then we give them a stage. And if they discover that this is something that they want to do, there's training for that. So they get the training. We don't teach them. We don't teach music. We just teach all the other skills, the onstage skills, and the other like job skills and life skills,
which is important.
Yeah,
because they can't be successful without that.
Yes,
it's kind of brilliant, right?
Yeah.
But important to know. But you have partners so that if they want to be able to take music, that you can help them to be able to figure out who can do that part of it.
Yes. So we're currently finalizing the many of those partnerships. So our goal is to partner with different music schools in different areas. So that if we don't just want to partner with a school in Torrance, and if you live in Highland Park, you can't get there. We want to partner with a music school in Highland Park or Boyle Heights. We want to partner with a school in the South Bay, on the West Side, so that if you're in any of those areas, you can get access to those schools through our referral.
Love it. Okay, so you have these cards here for me about the Jazz Hands Musicians Academy and about the concert series. Let's talk a little bit about the Musicians Academy first. I see here that it is for ages 18 and up, which I think is a really lovely thing because we don't have enough for people in that age range. So for people looking for something for 18 and up, eligibility is also autism or Asperger diagnosis, and a 1 to 2 year background in a preferred instrument, and the ability to communicate. That doesn't necessarily mean speech, but they have to have functional communication, which we say on this show, if that's not in place, that's the first thing that anybody has to work on, because that's what opens up your world to everything. So you can take nonverbal as long as there is functional communication. I love that we have specified this, because quite honestly, there are some people who have kids that are a little bit older that they didn't get on that bandwagon of functional communication, and they're not sure now whether that really is something, and I want to scream, cry, and yell and throw things and say to them, no, that's important. That's the first step before anything. Before you can get to all the good stuff, you have to have that, and I mean all the good stuff. Being able to order a baked potato, being able to say my leg hurts, being able to say I'm in pain, I need water, all of that. It's a right for everyone, and absolutely, as you said, everybody can be taught functional communication. It just takes longer sometimes, but it can be done. Okay, so there is a cost associated with the academy. And you are currently attempting to become a vendor with the regional center.
Yes, so we are currently in the process of being vendor by West Side Regional Center, and so and we're like in the kind of the last phases of that. So regional center funding will be available soon in the near future. And so if you have a child who is autistic and wants to pursue music as a career, that option is available, especially if you are eligible for regional center funding.
Okay, but until then, there is it's a relatively small fee for those of you who your child isn't going to college and you're looking for something. This is much less expensive than going to college, and hopefully
significantly
less. The price is $64.96 per day. If we were to figure out how much college is a day, we would all be sick and never send our children to college ever again. But $64.96, which is a very specific number.
So actually, that number has actually gone down. We've been able to bring that number down, so it's actually about $50 a day.
Okay.
Yes.
It's like it's so specific. specific. I can't even talk today. 60. The number here, I was like, boy, you made sure that you're not charging a penny more than you have to.
Yeah.
And that there are so many things that can be worked on.
Yes.
We really want to encourage people. So you go to jazzhandsforautism.org
Yes.
to find out more information
about everything.
About
Everything is laid out very
anything,
well.
but in particular, the Musicians Academy.
Yes.
And you've got so many different program features there to get them job ready.
Yes.
To be able to, because for parents who have somebody who's particularly interested in being a performer, sometimes parents poo-poo that and say, I don't see how that could ever happen. Maybe you see a little bit of talent, but you think, they're never going to be able to be on. Send them
here
to Jazz Hands, okay?
We'll show you.
Okay, but for people who want to participate in the concert series,
yes,
because that you can have kiddos that are younger, correct? What's
all
the youngest?
ages.
Any age?
Yeah, the youngest that we've had so far has been 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't really have an age limit for that. Yeah.
Okay, and the cost for that
is free. So it's free to participate at the concert. You don't have to pay anything to participate at the concert.
Okay, and that has some rehearsals that lead up to it. What a wonderful opportunity.
Yes.
Where are you based out of? So if somebody is like, well, I'm in Southern California, but I live a little ways out, when you have your rehearsals, or each one of your performances in a different place? I sort of feel like that's the case.
So we right now our concerts are based in Eagle Rock. We kind of planted in Eagle Rock.
Okay.
But our rehearsals are usually in Culver City.
Okay.
They're in Culver City, and they take place during our bi-weekly jam sessions, which is a part of the academy.
Okay.
So those are the jam sessions are open for all musicians to come and jam together so that they can learn how to perform alongside other musicians.
Love it.
And so that's what we're based out of. The academy is also based out of the West Side. We are very community based and very experiential learning based. So we utilize different facilities, but our main facilities are in Culver City and Santa Monica.
Okay, and you have here for eligibility, autism diagnosis, a passion for music, and a desire to perform.
Yes.
And I think that's really important because some people do want to perform, and this is everybody, whether you're on the spectrum or not. Some people do want to perform, and other people are like, no, thank you. That sounds like horribleness to me. And you don't want to be, like, the parent might want the child to perform, but if the child isn't interested in performing, this is not the thing for them.
Right.
But the great thing is that many of our kids are interested in performing. And honestly, we've talked about the musical aspect of this and about getting you confidence, self-esteem, and job ready, but we haven't really talked about the social component that is delivered through this. Maybe talk a little bit about that.
So I'm just gonna highlight a few ways that socialization is kind of built into both of our programs. In the concert series, during the rehearsals, you can choose to perform alongside another musician, especially when the child is in an environment where that's already taking place. We've seen that they kind of just jump into that. They want to be a part of the entire arrangement. They want the piano players to play, and then they want to sing over the piano. And so that part it organically, it's a very organic way to encourage socialization. And then performing on stage, as they receive that feedback from the audience, they're building their confidence. So they're able to say, be more of who they are. They're able to kind of break out a little bit and be able to speak to them. For example, if we both understand music, that's a platform for us to discuss. Yes. So even if we didn't have anything to talk about before, if you tell me, oh, what chord was that? Oh, that was an A chord. Oh my God, I know this other song that was an A chord and it was transposed, and now you have an entire conversation.
It's a whole other language.
It's a whole other language.
And a way to connect.
It's a way to connect, and so our programs encourage that. They encourage that, and they promote socialization, not only just in the concert, but also in the academy through our jam sessions.
It's a really lovely thing, and you can see that the way the talent is developed. And I've gotten you in the past. You have done. There's been a live feed sometimes from the concerts. And I've been able to watch live feed, and so amazing. In fact, we have a video that we want to show of somebody performing. Set up the clip for us. Tell us who we're going to see.
So this is Alex Hale. He performed at our second concert. So that was in 2014. That was so long ago. 2014. Alex Hale comes from the Midwest, I believe Ohio, and we flew him out here to perform because we really loved his music. He's a singer-songwriter. He writes all his own music. And here he goes. This is one of his songs that he wrote, and it's original.
Love it. And here, take a look.
I'm a traveler in the darkness on a road that has no bounds. Like a missing puzzle piece, jumbled thoughts and sights and sounds. If I only knew the magic like a spell magician say, to clear away the clouds of doubt, so I can find my way into the light, so my spirit can fly free, where I can finally tame at last the storm inside of me, unlocking every mystery, till I win this furious fight and step out of the darkness into the light.
We've had Alex on the show before.
Yeah, cool.
And he's really remarkable. His mom's a cool lady too.
Yeah.
And he is somebody who was determined to perform. He was doing the national anthem, and he was trying to do it in a lot of different places, and reached out to us and said, I'm trying to get more publicity around the fact that I'm trying to do this, and we were thrilled to have him on the show. And he's determined. This is, when you talk to him, it's in his soul, the same way it would be in anybody who is a born performer. And I think that too often I think society discounts and thinks if there is an ability in all areas, then you must not have ability in these specific areas. And that's a disservice to all of us. We need these performers in our society to be performing and have the opportunity to. And we need to be able to make sure that people who are on the autism spectrum have the support to be able to get jobs in whatever field that it's in. We talk a lot about how there are people who are interested in computers and how those industries have to make a way for those people to perform. But I love that you're doing that in this very specific field with music. You're a very special young woman.
Thank you.
What else have we not told them? We want to tell them again about the event on the 27th.
On the 27th of May, it's next Saturday, and it's going to be from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And we do have a reception. You're going to have lemonade and cookies and all this fun stuff from 4 to 5, but the concert takes place from 2 to 4. It's at the GLAD Auditorium, which is 2222 Laverna Avenue, Los Angeles, California 90041. But all that information can be found on our website, which is jazzhandsforautism.org.
And, it's free, but we should say that all of this comes at a cost.
Yes.
And so you do rely upon the kindness of donations and corporations and donating. And so when you do go to the concert, and it's free, but if there will be an opportunity for you to donate at the event.
Yes, there will. There will be an opportunity, yes.
And if people want to donate and aren't, because we are all over the world, and so if people are not going to be in the Eagle Rock area on the 27th and they want to donate, where they still go to Jazz Hands?
Yes, so at the top right corner of our website, you can find the donate link. And you can just click it, and it's really, really easy to just support
Jazz Hands for Autism, and we're spelling out for FOR,
FOR, yes.
autism.org. And you are a 501c3, so
all donations are tax deductible.
We love that. Now, what about, do you ever take donations of old instruments, that if people have instruments to donate?
So really cool. Recently, we received a donation from Crenshaw Pianos. They gave us a Wurlitzer upright piano.
Love it.
And now we can utilize that for our concerts and make sure we always have a piano to provide. We've also received donations of drums and equipment from families of the musicians. And we recently also got a grant from Eagle Rock Neighborhood Council to purchase equipment so that we can have on-the-go shows. So our partnership with Eagle Rock Neighborhood Council is to put on a 6-part gig series at the Eagle Rock Farmers Market. So if you come every month, we will be at the Eagle Rock Farmers Market, and you'll see some of our musicians performing.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
What day is their farmers market? Is
It's
that-
usually on Fridays, and the plan that we have with the farmers market is we're going to be always doing a performance the Friday before a big event. So this month it was Mother's Day.
Okay.
We had one on May 12th. Next one is Father's Day. Next one is around 4th of July. So our performances are the Friday before a big event or after a big event or a national holiday is what
Okay.
is the days that we will be at the Eagle Rock Farmers Market.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Jazz Hands, and go to Jazz Hands for Autism,
Autism.
FOR autism.com. Thank you
Yes.
so much
Thank
for
you so much
being
for
here
having
and for everything that you do.